Okay, you might be going live. Probably. But let's just double check. Yeah, I guess so. All right, guys, we're live. Heck yeah. I'm going to go ahead and start recording here. And then I got to start going live over here on the old TikTok. So, first ever stream, guys. First ever Coofandy live stream. I don't even have the microphone here. There we go. First ever Coofandy live stream. Hopefully everyone can hear me loud and clear. We've got TikTok over here to the side. We got YouTube, my loyal guys. Anyway, so a quick little rundown. You know, eBay reselling was great. I did really well. Now I got into doing content for companies. And right now we're promoting Coofandy. Coofandy has been supplying me with a ton of work through the last year and a half. And we have some awesome styles. And I just wanted to kind of come on here and share a little bit with you guys. We're going to go through each one of these items. I have a full, like a full shot of these. It's going to be some B-roll. It's going to be over here to the side. And this is the first time I've ever simulcast. So basically we have TikTok over here. What's up, TikTok? Guys, I'm going to be mainly looking at YouTube because, well, it's the better camera and you guys can just like chat in. I'll definitely look at the chat from time to time, but I'm going to be going over here because I got to play the B-roll so you guys can see the full fits. And honestly, when it comes to clothing, it's kind of like a buffet. You're not going to like every piece. And these pieces for me, I find some like this one that I have on, I just absolutely love. It's kind of like athletic, it's casual. I work for myself, so I can pretty much wear whatever I want. And then I usually just decide what I want to wear after that. So another thing is the Linktree has all the links. So that's going to be in the bio for both TikTok, the Linktree, and then for YouTube in the description. Another thing I have to navigate here is going to be the size. So as you guys can see here, I am 5'9", 165 pounds. I wear a size medium in all these clothing. Kind of self-explanatory. But if you guys were like checking up on my weight, you know, we're still doing the fitness thing. I'm waiting until the beginning of the year to like get checked up again to see how that's going. But yeah, you guys can chat in the chat room, say what's up, let me know how you guys have been. And yeah, I'm sure people will start trickling in. You know, maybe we'll just run this by ourselves with nobody watching, but it's fine. We're going to definitely give it a good go because, I mean, it's kind of a lot, right? We're not only streaming on multiple places, but we are also it's the new setup, right? It's the new camera. You guys can see I did a lot of work to get this set up, and it honestly kind of gassed me a little bit. I was like really tired from all the work. So let me open up our little I never put them in order. Okay, so I had the order here for what is what, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start. So this is gonna be the gray zip jacket with pants. So as you guys can see, this is gonna be the full shot over here. That's me with what I got on, and this is gonna be the full zip. It's like I wouldn't really call it like a tracksuit. I guess you could call it that, but it's not something that I would actually wear to the gym. This is just something that I would definitely put on for like just being casual. If I were to like go out with this, it would kind of depend. I wouldn't go to like a fine restaurant, and that wouldn't really be the place. It'd be more so like, I'm actually gonna move this. It would be more so like, let me think. Okay, no, I'm just going to leave this here. So, like, my name's going to block my face, but, like, no one really cares too much about my face. It's more about, like, the clothes. So, this is going to be one of those pieces that I wear if I'm just going to, like, say, like, a sporting event. So, like, say you're going to, like, a football game, or maybe you're going to, like, the ballpark, or possibly, like, my nephew, they play soccer. You know, my niece and nephew play soccer. If it's a little chilly, I want to have something that I feel active. Like, if a soccer ball rolled my way, I'd be able to kick it back in their direction and not, like, feel like a complete fool. And this kind of does it. It's got a nice, thin layer. It's a full zip. It is great. That jacket and pants come together. Of course, you have 2 slash pockets, and you also get 2 back pockets on the actual pants. They are not joggers or anything like that. They just fit really nice around, contours nicely. It's just a pretty smooth thing to put on. I haven't ran like a TikTok live in a long time, and I feel for those people because they're probably just wondering, like, scrolling right past as fast as they can. And then everybody on YouTube is probably just like, dude, what are you doing right now? Tony, what's up, man? You're the only one that was like, you're one of the few that was like trying to check in on how things are going. He says, cool. Yeah, man. For sure. I'm just going to type thanks just so people can see that, you know, maybe they're like, maybe this isn't real. Maybe it's AI. I know a lot of people on TikTok like to say, is this AI? And That's like a thing they do. So anyway, yeah, so what it works is like I am getting like a kickback whenever you guys purchase, which you can if you want. I know holiday season is going up, and Coofandy is one of the things that I like to kind of lean on for my grandpa, because I never know what to get the man. I mean, I feel like he's done so much in his life. He's gotten pretty much anything he's wanted. So I kind of lean towards Coofandy because the clothing is a little bit more affordable. Now, I had somebody say, why are you pushing like fast fashion? And I think Coofandy is like a step above that, because I've followed them for a couple years now, and they actually were in New York Fashion Week last year, and they have two things. So like they have the site, like the Coofandy site, which you'll see in the link tree. That is separate from like the Amazon clothing. So this is kind of like a tier up from some of that. But even the Amazon side, I would not consider like fast fashion like some of the other brands, because the quality has actually stepped up in the years that I've even been with them. So that has been kind of surprising. It's like you would think because the price is affordable that the quality wouldn't be, but the quality has actually been better to my surprise. I think it's just the way they manufacture some of the polyester and synthetics. I feel like it's gotten a lot better, and it's been super surprising. And honestly, I'm loaded with Coofandy. I wear it pretty much every day, at least one piece. And this is one of those pieces where you don't have to wear them as a set. I like getting sets because a lot of times I like to wear jackets with other things, or I'll wear the pants with like just t-shirts, and it's just kind of like nice because you're paying up for a set, but then you can wear it together, which is nice and convenient, and then it's also going to be something you can wear like separate. So that's like that's a little gist I like to say on the sets of things. So yeah, that's what I got on right here. I put it on because I thought it was the best one. TikTok gets the nice version where they get the vertical format, and then you guys will get the B-roll. So anyway, let me know how you're doing. It's Friday. I mean, I was pretty, a lot of energy was put into this. There was a little bit of latency issues with the sound, and I bought a better video card. There's so much tech involved with some of this that I've had to like really learn like how to do all this. But one day at a time, right? A little bit of life update. My wife is 8 months pregnant, so we could be having a kid any day. So if I abruptly leave the stream, it's because my wife called and said she's in labor. So could happen. Probably won't, but it could. All right, next up, and I do apologize. Like the Linktree order of the clothing is not in the order that I'm going. That's just I kind of rushed it and didn't really plan too crazy on like the order of things. Like the OCD somewhat got away from me. Next up, this is going to be another set. This is the long sleeve V-neck, and it has a matching pair of pants. Now, the first thing I thought of whenever I saw this set was it was mainly going to be something I would see like a doctor, like a Scrubs kind of like feel to it. That's kind of like the look and feel that I got for it. Again, very casual. I'm not super big on V-necks. I'd rather go with like Henleys as opposed to V-necks. And we're going to play the clip here so that and I don't know if I put this as blue or gray. It's kind of like a blue-gray color, to be honest with you. Coofandy does really well with their blue washes. They have like blue, navy blue, light blue, but then they have gem blue, royal blue, navy blue, denim blue. So many different like shades of it. And this one, it's got like a grayish blue, but I think it's blue. And I know the people they're gonna be like, hey man, like you gotta know the color of these things. But I'm just kind of being honest. When you wear it, that's just how my eyes like how they see it, right? How they like see it. But yeah, and then TikTok over here, guys. Here we go. So we got this long sleeve V-neck. It's pretty nice. If you like V-necks, I feel like you gotta have like either like a bit bigger, like kind of chest, kind of like pull off a V-neck like properly, as opposed to me just being like a little bit smaller. I just do what I can. Some of these pieces, all of them fit really well, except this one is like such a massive piece, and we're gonna get to that a little bit later on. This one is like it kind of swallowed me up, and it was a bit. I didn't know if I should have sized down with it. I know the style of like boho, people want to wear like loose, relaxed things, is a little bit like not a lot of people are into that, right? Like it's a very specific type of person that likes to do that. But I feel like nowadays a lot of people work from home. A lot of people work maybe in their car a lot. So there's just different avenues that people are kind of going when it comes to fashion. And I feel like that's why Coofandy's hit into the actual like kind of like relaxed nature of some of their clothing. Yeah, so V-neck, and then we got the pants that go with it. All right, let's keep going. So I'm trying to figure out like how many pages I need to have open. Here we go. I'll click that out, and then Oh, I'll update the link tree. I should have saved it. I have to put like the disclosures and all that on the link tree. All right, so we got that one done. All right, here we go. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Next one on the rack. Gonna be this one over here. So this one, the first thing I thought of was obviously the buttons here are kind of crazy. These buttons are going to be for show. They are not actual buttons. And then they have the zipper. This is kind of like the not eligible because redirects users. Okay. Okay. Well, TikTok Live is showing messages that did not expect. So we will. I don't know. I don't really know about TikTok right now. Maybe it's still going. TikTok, somebody say something if it's still good. I don't know if we're still good. Anyway, this is more of like that Fashion Week stuff. So I said Coofandy was selected for New York Fashion Week. I don't know if you get selected or if you like pay enough to get in, or if you just are like a big player in like the space of Coofandy or of like sales for clothing. But they got in, and this is kind of one of the first things I thought of. It's got this like folded pleat on the front, but they're not actually like pleated. So typically pleats will like really bring in the actual pants. I don't know if they did that back in the day because pants sometimes didn't fit right, so they would pleat them. This has like a faux pleat that goes down the front, full zip here for the fly, and then you have back pockets and slash pockets. I wonder if, let me see, hold on a second. So current visibility is restricted. Your live is not eligible for recommendations because it redirects users. This we are updating. Okay. So we'll probably, I don't know if that's like a normal one or not. I'm going to go ahead and we'll just do that. Okay. Yeah, we'll deal with that when we deal with that. So a little bit clunky. That's kind of how lives go whenever you don't know how to do them very well with too many things going on. Well, now that TikTok's gone, I can actually kind of just focus on the one, and then we'll just have to kind of go from there. And we can take the mic off. I actually could go without the hat, but the hair's not like completely made up, but I have been growing it out if you guys were curious on how the long hair has been coming. So we got the pants. Now it comes with a matching shirt. I'm actually going to put these on. That's kind of what I was going to do. Take the jacket off, and then we'll just go straight into the other piece. Now, this other piece is going to be kind of like, I don't know if this is like a new age blazer. Maybe so. It's got a little bit of padding on the shoulders, so it gives you more of that kind of like squared off look, so it doesn't just like completely drape down. And yeah, you got like a slight collar here. Fits pretty decent. I wouldn't call it like a shacket or anything like that. It does have pockets though on the side. Like it is fairly thin. This is definitely more of like a go for looks type of piece, not necessarily like I'm going to go chop down a tree. You know, you might not want to put this on for that. You would just definitely just kind of like wear this and be good with it. But yeah, it's a lot of colors. I mean, they don't have like the most colors on the site. I mean, they have like a handful of colors for their items, but I think they're really focusing in like building out this website. And that's kind of why we're here too. So that's what this one's going to be. And yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's pretty stylish. It's got those buttons. I mean, these are, you know, kind of flashy. So a little bit of bling on the buttons for this. And then it's got the nice collar. So I don't know if you're in like a 9-to-5 or you're like very trendy. Maybe you're like somebody who's like hip. You may go with something like this. You could probably wear just like a white t-shirt underneath. I would just keep this untucked and kind of go from there. But yeah, pretty cool piece. Something that I think I would see more like high-end like fashion people like try out, like models, as opposed to just like kind of me here in Texas. But you never know. I mean, I guess you could find a place for it. We do have you know, Halloween coming up. That's a pretty big deal. So you can maybe incorporate that into like some type of fit. We also have this this set here. So this is going to be a pullover hooded shirt. I don't really call these hoodies because they don't have like the pocket. I guess you could call it a hoodie, but it's got these massive ties right here. So that was something that definitely caught my eye. You could kind of tie it up different ways or just leave it straight. You got the hood here. And of course, this is going to have just that nice soft material, very thin, comfortable, and it comes with a pair of pants. The matching pants, probably my favorite piece of maybe the entire lineup rather than the stuff that I got on. The stuff I got on is probably number 1, and then like this one over here might be number 2. But then you got this one right here. So matching pants, and they have like these folds on the side that kind of gives it the illusion of stripes. You do have elastic at the bottom, elastic at the waist, 2 slash pockets, and then 2 back pockets. So we'll go ahead and find the clip here so you guys can see the full shot. And that's going to be it. So yeah, right off the rip, you see how it's like a little bit baggier, and it's got like just kind of like that nice relaxed feel. It's very comfortable. Fit true to size again. Something I could see myself wearing maybe, I don't know, maybe it's like the weekend, right? Like, and I'm just kind of hanging around. It's a definitely colder day. Like, it's fall, winter is coming up. We're at middle of October. So still here in Texas, like, it's warm, right? Like, it doesn't get cold until usually around Halloween. It'll actually like get cold. And then it's like, very cold, but it's not like snow cold. It's just like decent cold. And that's where a lot of these pieces may work out really nicely. So I'm definitely going to try them out. It's kind of like that lazy Saturday type wear for me. I mean, you could go to the gym with this for sure. Definitely could be fit for that as well if you guys are working out. And again, it'd be another one where I would just kind of wear the pants whenever with maybe other sets, as opposed to always like trying to like set everything together and make everything match. You know, it's just one of those things. You kind of decide how you want to go about it. All right. Let's see. Next, we've got this one here. I call this one like the Jedi set. I don't know if I just heard somebody make a video about it, and he called it like a Jedi set. So I was kind of saying that. This is like a 3-piece set. And this is definitely one that I think takes quite a bit of courage to like wear out if you're going somewhere. I definitely think there's plenty of like themed parties and stuff you can wear it for, but it's like this giant cardigan, relaxed, almost like, I don't know, I don't want to say like a Snuggie, like the blanket things that you like sleep, like lay in, but some people said you can kind of lounge in these. I think it's more for just like a big style like statement piece, right? Maybe you're going to some place where a lot of people are going to be around and you want to kind of make a statement. This is a full 3-piece set. So you got like the long sleeve shirt right here, and then you have the matching pants. So you can kind of like match them. They're all going to be the same color. They have like, I think 4 or 5, 6 colors maybe. Let's go ahead and just play what this looks like for having like all of it on. Let's see. I put Jedi in here for the notes. Yeah, it honestly fit pretty good. So like, you don't have to wear the full cardigan like top right here. It's like a robe pretty much. You could just go with the other set, and then you could take this off when you like go into a place. But it is like a full set. So it's the same color, but it's layered with like this big old cardigan type piece. It does have pockets on the side. I thought that was kind of interesting. You got pockets here on the side. So I think the black one is probably like the coolest one. I got the beige, which I don't think is bad. But I think the black one you could probably have for like definitely like Halloween events, but you could also have it for more like maybe you're more into like the finer arts, you know, that type of person where maybe you're just I don't know, like you're kind of like moody or mysterious, you know, possibly. So you go something like this. Definitely going to draw a crowd. Definitely going to draw some attention because it is kind of like one of those things, right? It's just a little bit different. Fits nice though. It's actually pretty soft. So sometimes I get things and I'm kind of like, it's a bit uncomfortable, you know. And like I said, these things, not everybody is going to be into every piece, right? Like some people may only like one item out of the list, and then others may like some, and then maybe you could just like get them for somebody else because you see how they could wear it and be like, yeah, I definitely think they would be a good fit for this piece. That definitely would be something to consider. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to the next. I do have to unclick these. So yeah, operating OBS with my laptop over here as opposed to in front of me is a little bit of a thing too. But in due time, we will figure out the perfect method. I do like the look though. I feel like the studio setup turned out really well. I put a video out about talking how I like did the sound panels on top, and it took forever, man. It was a big pain. And then as soon as I got done and I was in the garage filming, I was kind of like, I should have sound panels like acoustic ceiling clouds like in the garage as well. So that may be the next project that we take on. Okay, got another set here. This one is, I think I like this one a lot better actually than the other one. This blue one I wasn't really wasn't really jiving with. But this one I feel like is more my speed. So this one has that, I think because it's more of a softer material, it has a little bit of a warmer feel. And then it also, not warm in the sense that it makes me feel warmer, but like the atmosphere of the piece is a little bit warmer. This is something I think I could wear with some nice boots. It is more of like a jacket, like a shacket, a shirt jacket, but it's not like super thick. Let me see if I can go ahead and find this one. Let's see if this is the right one. It could be. Yeah, I think so. Yep. So there's the matching pants, and I just had some like shoes on that I put it with. I had some black shoes. I thought it was a good idea, but the more I like wore this, I thought maybe like some boots would be good. Now it is going to be more of like the lounge pants style. Have the slash pockets, 2 back pockets, and there is a tie in the waistband, so that's always nice. But yeah, I thought it was cool. It felt comfortable. A lot of these pieces just make me feel relaxed, and I think that's one of the things I like about it, because if like my body feels relaxed, then usually my mind can kind of relax and I can focus a little bit better. Not like sometimes things are like too soft and comfy, and then I don't feel like doing anything. But other times I'm kind of like in a right space, and that's kind of how I feel with this one. And I think it looks good. I think it's pretty decent. Let's go and continue on. So, yeah, this one I got notes too. I should pull the notes up. They're not super organized as far as like which is which, and yeah, it's a bit too small. Like I would need my reading glasses to be able to see them. Nonetheless, though, yeah. So this is it, though. I mean, I like the chunky buttons too. I feel like it's just got like a nice kind of fall feel to it. A lot of these pieces I felt like worked really well for the cold temperatures that are coming, and that is always a good thing. Let's see. Trying to look at the time to keep pace, because we have a few more to go through, and then I can kind of like talk and share my thoughts on some of my favorite ones. All right. So next up, this is I don't know if I would call this one like an athletic set, but yeah, it's kind of like a new age athletic tracksuit set, because it's got these snaps, but you have the elastic here. Or not the elastic, these have snaps. It felt like elastic. Dang, man, this one's actually pretty tight. I hadn't really put this one on since I did the B-roll. I've been wearing the gray one a whole lot. This is going to be kind of like jogger bottoms. Very thin, almost like a light sweatpants. You got the round ties with these nice metal tips here at the end. And you have slash pockets. Slash pockets, no back pockets. So pretty smooth there. And these have the snaps. So what's great about this one that I just instantly felt was it was just like very thin, right? So it's like a very thin, soft material. Almost like it shouldn't be this thin, right? Because a lot of times when things are thin, they're like feel like kind of cheap. This one actually feels like it's a nice quality. The snaps are of good kind of like kind of feel, right? Like they don't feel like they're gonna come undone or anything like that. And then they have the nice black on the snaps to kind of like go with the whole fit. Almost like a, not quite like velvet, but it has like a type of feel to it that is, it's like really soft though. So really good. Let's see how it can zoom in right there. Pretty nice, man. So really good piece that I was not expecting. You know, sometimes I open these up and then I look at them and I'm just like, that's not too bad. Here's the snap one. I'm going to rename this file. There we go. Yeah, pretty smooth. Again, fits really nice. This one is more of like, just more of like that athletic overall feel. It's kind of what this one feels like. Let's see. Yeah, I'm always like paranoid now with my wife being pregnant that she may like text or call, because I got it on silent just so that it doesn't like completely interrupt. But yeah, and also kind of getting warm just having this one on. So it surprisingly is keeping me pretty warm. So a good feel right here for this one. All right. We're going to move on. It also has snaps on the ends of the sleeves. That's kind of why I thought it felt like elastic, because it was just like a really tight kind of sleeve that I didn't expect at all. Another thing too, this room has like it's like all just soundproofed and stuff. So it has almost like an eerie feel whenever like I'm not saying something. I feel like that leads me to like continually want to talk, so I don't feel like it's haunted in here or anything. But yeah, speaking of haunted, I don't know if anyone goes to any haunted houses. I haven't been to one in a while, but I'm curious to give them a go. Okay, next up, this is going to be the probably craziest one that I came across for this set. This is going to be like the knit short sleeve set. It almost looks like a crocheted piece. And as you can see, it's very big on top for me. I mean, it kind of fits, but the guy in the model that Coofandy has, the dude is huge, right? Like he's massive, like a bodybuilder almost. And then you just have like kind of like an average build. Now the shorts I do think were like kind of nice. The top with like just such a big open V was a little bit much for me. I did have like a tank top underneath, so it kind of didn't feel like too crazy, but I was a bit surprised. You can see how big like the embroidered part is towards the bottom here. And it just overall has like longer sleeves. It's really like that relaxed by the beach, that ocean kind of chill vibes to it. That is basically what I was kind of feeling from that one. All right. Let's see. Keep bouncing from like OBS in the other page. And then want to check to make sure. Yeah, dude, it seems like everything's going pretty well. Surprisingly, with like how the setup went, I was a little concerned. I'll have to look at the replay and everything to see, but I think everything's going pretty well. And that was one of the main things I was excited about. But yeah, pretty cool. And then the shorts, you can see here, have like a big chunky kind of like string to them. And then you do have pockets on these, but look, it just has that crochet look to it. And it's kind of unique, right? Kind of unique. I feel like I would see a woman with like maybe like an like a cover for her swimsuit would be like that kind of like material maybe. So maybe if you had a wife that had something like that, you could like match her with the same material style. All right, next is going to be a long sleeve crew neck. Now this long sleeve crew neck is going to be just kind of like a softer, very comfortable piece. This is a standalone piece, but it's kind of color blocked in the way it's got the secondary color right there on the ends of the sleeves, as well as the neckline. And this one is one that I'll probably be leaning on quite a bit. Let me go long sleeve crew, just because it's kind of straightforward, right? Like it's something you can kind of throw on. You can wear it with like jeans, khakis, like chinos or whatever. And yeah, it's just going to be like a nice piece. I really like how they did a lower profile on the ends of the sleeves without having like a big chunky kind of like elastic piece. They just went like a slight subtle touch, and it matches the crew neckline. I feel like that works extremely well. It is on a little bit on the warmer side, so it's not like super fuzzy and thick on the inside. It just has a slight kind of feel to it. And again, I had it on with like those cargo camo shorts. But you could wear this with, I mean, just about anything, really. It's just a really solid one to go with. So, really like that one right there. All right. Let's see. What do we got next? I got to find them. I should have labeled, I labeled a bunch of, like, the color first. And then what it was. So, here is the cargo corduroy shorts. Now, these are pretty cool. I feel like a lot of younger people are going with this kind of style. A lot of them have like the baggier cargo type style, but this is going to be corduroy style. It's not like, corduroy, but it has that look to it. It's really textured. It's got the, white strings right here that contrast really well on this. And I did like how simple this color was. It's just a light gray, but it can go with quite a bit. I wear a lot of black shirts. That's like my main uniform is black t-shirts. You have slash pockets here, and then for the cargo pockets, the flap just kind of goes over it. So there's no like snap or Velcro or anything like that. And then for the back, it actually doesn't have back pockets. So it just has a stitching here with a flap to give it the illusion that it has a back pocket. And honestly, I don't mind that because when I have sweats or athletic pants on, I don't like to put anything in the back pocket because I always feel like it could fall out, especially like in and out of the truck. That's something that I'm always thinking about. But these are pretty nice. It's like convenient where it needs to be. It's got a good baggy kind of nice textured feel. So it's pretty unique, pretty cool. Nice little piece. All right, and then we've got, what do we got? We got this one. Okay, so this one's kind of like in the same vein as like the blue one, but it's a little bit different. It's another one of those like, you don't want to wear like the traditional suit type look, but you want to have something that you can wear to like a business, casual maybe job, something that requires a collar basically. So any place that requires like nicer shoes and a collar, you can maybe go with something like this. Now I do think it was, a little bit loose. A lot of these have like a little bit of a looser feel. I don't know if I'm supposed to be like a thicker person or not for a lot of these, but extremely chunky buttons here. And then the pockets are right here in the front. So they kind of like just go down like that. I'm going to see if I can grab the clip of this one. I think it's right here. And then this one had, again, slight padding on the shoulders. So with the pants, it actually looks pretty decent. I think if you get the right shoes with it, it'll work. And the pants are going to be the same material. Now this material has like a bit more of a texture to it. It's not like 3D texture where it comes off of it. It just isn't like silky smooth or soft or anything. It just has like a bit of like texture. So it kind of has that look of a normal pant you'd wear, like a slack or something along those lines. Slash pocket, and then you get one back pocket here on the right side, the elastic waistband, and you get the ties here in the front. So a clean look overall. Definitely wearing this, of course, outside. So it's almost like, it's like a lightweight blazer. And I feel like they kind of took the blazer meta, like the suit meta, and then they're kind of shifting it to more of like a relaxed style. And I think that's partially because, like I said, a lot of people just aren't really, as buttoned up as before. I feel like a lot of people are more like laid back and don't take things like as serious as they used to. So could be a sign of the times, but it's more of like sign of comfort. I think people are just really into that and trying to be that way with their lifestyle and also with their wardrobe. It's kind of the vibe here. Now, this last one is definitely my speed. This is going to be the gray tracksuit. Now, this gray tracksuit is, let's go to it. It's going to be right here. It is very cool. I like this one a lot. I feel like it fit pretty true to size, I bet you if you were like maybe 180 and you wore a size medium instead of a large, like maybe you're shorter, it may be a little snug. But for me, I feel like it fit really well. It almost has like that, you remember like Long John packs, where you got the waffle knit kind of look to it. That's kind of what this has, but it's very thin. Let me see how it looks. We had a thing where like the camera would focus, but then the light, we would be past the light. I think I set the lights up a little bit better, but yeah, you can kind of see the texture there on it. The camera likes to autofocus on the face, and then you have to like block the face out and whatever is kind of in its path. Let me see, is it gonna do it? I feel like Neo, yeah. See how it's like completely blocking the face and it zooms in? I love that about it. I don't know. I've always wondered how that happened, and now I know how it happened. It's just like a nicer camera. So this tracksuit comes with the matching pants, like you saw in the clip. Nice thick ties with the metal tips. It does have like this seam right here, this little like pleat fold that they have on the front, on both sides. And then again, it has just no back pockets, which I like. I don't really need back pockets for tracksuits like this. So honestly, like what I have on now, if you guys were able to see, it's the gray sweats from the first piece, the first one that I showed, and then just a black shirt, and then this one. So like I comboed it a little bit, but it works 100%. So a lot of these pieces you can kind of mix and match. Like you can wear, this crew neck shirt with like some of the different pants, and vice versa, So you kind of intertwine a lot of these. They have like similar color palettes, so they do kind of match all around together. So, all right. First go for this. I think it was decent. I mean, I know I had a lot of issues. TikTok did not like me putting Linktree in the description. It gave me like a little warning that I got a little scared about. But having one go, I think is fine. I mean, obviously a lot of people are thinking like, why is the guy that did the reselling doing something with clothes? But it's kind of just a shift, testing this out. And honestly, I feel like it's a good thing. I mean, Coofandy is like a pretty solid company. I've been working with them for a while, and I'm really enjoying like their pieces. I feel like they're good. They're pretty stylish, and I'm seeing more and more people have stuff like this. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll have to figure out where to end the live. And then, yeah, so right here. But anyway, guys, again, thanks for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. If you're curious about anything, like the link tree's there, but you can always ask me questions, and I'll kind of let you know like what's going on through my brain if you guys are curious. So again, have a good one. Happy Halloween. I'll see you next time. Bye.